Alright, what is up, y'all? We are here today for PCL Season 1 Draft Analysis, or Anal, as we like to call it. So, basically, to sum up the draft, it is an 11-mon draft, just GBA style. The only difference, I believe, is going to be the tiering. Some stuff has been moved around, and then there is a S Tier 1 and an S Tier 2. So, it'll cost you a free pick and a couple extra points, and you can get some busted shit. So, to go down the list, we have Aegislash, Battlebond Grin, Protein Grin, Darkrai, Genesect, Naganadel, Pheromosa, and in S Tier 2 you have Deoxys Defense and Speed, Landorus I, Magearna, and Tapu Lele. So, I had second to last pick, and in a draft like this where there's that much broken shit, it was kind of unfortunate to have such a late pick, because obviously that means all the good stuff was going to be gone. But somehow, our boy slash girl, Tapu Lele, made it all the way down to us, and as you know, it's like, it hits so hard, man, with the Psychic Terrain, with the decent special attack. That's not even decent, that's better than decent. It's got decent Spadef as well, and just the terrain boosted Psychic Stab, man, is just ridiculous. And then obviously Psychic can't hit Dark types, but you got your Fairy Stab right there, just waiting, so it's perfect. So with a little bit of support, I think this could be a very good mon. And the last time I used it, I didn't use it too well, but that's because I kind of just drafted memes. So this year, this draft, I wanted to try to, kind of support Tapu Lele in all the ways that I can. Make it to where I don't have to slap a Choice Scarf on it every week, or I don't have to run a Resist Barrier, or whatever, So, Tapu Lele's here, base 130 special attack, ready to fuck some shit up. I love Tapu Lele, personally. That is my favorite Tapu, and it saddens me that it's not allowed in most draft leagues, although I'm always happy to not have to worry about, switching into it. So, we got Tapu Lele pick 1. Pick number 2. Also, it's named Lele from Gate, obviously, because, weeb shit. Speaking of weeb shit, don't mind the background. Pick 2, we got Mega Gallade. I've seen people run Tapu Lele. I don't think there's a name for it, but I call it Galele. I mean, I think that seems like a good thing to call it, right? So you got Galele over here, and Mega Gallade has fucking crazy attack, man. 165 with also really good Spadef, and then 110 base speed. This thing is here to fuck some shit up in that Psychic Terrain. So it's fast enough to where it can abuse the Psychic Terrain by not getting hit by priority moves, and it's also obviously a Psychic type, so Zen Headbutts or Psycho Cuts or whatever are going to be doing even more damage than they usually would. Coming from a 165 base, it's going to be some shit, So, Mega Gallade, I'm not even going to go into moves and stuff on this, because, it's pretty simple, but Mega Gallade obviously has really good stabs, and then access to knock off, elemental punches, all that kind of stuff. It's a really good fucking physical attacker, wall breaker, sweeper, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I'm really excited to use it. I've never used Mega Gallade before, and obviously you got to make the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh reference when you draft Mega Gallade. There's only one name for Mega Gallade, and it's something along those lines. So I'm really excited to use it. I've been destroyed by it multiple times in other draft leagues, so that's another thing I'm really glad to not have to worry about prepping for, honestly. Third, we have fucking Stanley Yelnats here, Excadrill. So I got those first 2 picks, and it just went downhill from here. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I've never been sniped more times in my life than I have in this draft. Like, usually you get sniped once or twice, and it's like, you can't really be mad because I still got the other 9 Pokemon that I wanted. No, literally every other pick after this, 1 out of every 2 picks after my first 2 picks, I got sniped. So I wanted Garchomp. It got sniped a couple picks before me, and it was very unfortunate. But I figured, oh well, I can still get a good ground type. We get Excadrill, Sand Rush, Mold Breaker, fucking Sand Force as well, but I don't know nobody running that. So Excadrill, it's an Excadrill, you know what it does. It spins away the rocks, it clicks Earthquake, Iron Head, Rock Slide, shit like that. Can SD, has a very, very high HP stat, as well as a really high attack stat as well. And not bad speed at all. It makes an excellent Scarfer. Sand Rush, doubling that speed is going to be nice if I can get sand at some point. And, its defenses aren't, great, but with that amount of HP, it kind of makes up for that lackluster spread down yonder. So, Excadrill is a great mon. It's one of those mons I've wanted to use for a really long time. It's always a pain in the ass to prep for, and for the third time in a row, I'm just glad to not have to fucking prep for this thing. So, yeah, Stanley Elnats. Number 4 here, this is something that I kind of, like, since I didn't get Garchomp, I was like, alright, well, I wanted to knock out my ground type and my dragon type in one pick, but instead, you know, I'll just fucking do them back to back. So we got Haxorus here, Rory Mercury, also from Gate. There's gonna be a lot of weeb shit, I can't even lie to you guys. But yeah, it's Haxorus, and this is our second Mold Breaker mon. This is going to be amazing for those Pokemon with annoying fucking abilities. I'm really looking forward to not having to deal with that. And Haxorus is just, it's an impressive Pokemon, man. If it was just a little bit faster, I think it would be even better. But it hits that nice 97 speed, so 1D Dance, you're outspeeding just about everything. 147 attack is nothing to fuck with. This is basically Wu-Tang Clan over here. And not bad defenses either, 90 and 70. So he can potentially take a hit, D-Dance up, and start fucking some shit up. 76 HP isn't bad. It's not 55, so that's fucking great with me. And it gets decent coverage. Obviously, it's going to get stuff like Earthquake, probably some Poison coverage, some Steel coverage. Stuff to just help you fuck those fairies up, which is always nice, because ain't nobody trying to lose the fairy types. So, I don't remember if... I think I got sniped again after this next pick, so I ended up kind of having to just go for some shit that I wasn't really planning on drafting, but I was looking for an electric type, and I think the one I wanted got picked. So I ended up was like, fuck it, I'm just going to go ahead and get my bulky water. So next we have Vaporeon. Pat Vapes here, it's Pat's mascot, so every time it has to be named after him, obviously. And it's a really good mon, man, with Wish support as well as having Water Absorb, access to Baton Pass, Wish, fucking Heal Bell, and 110 special attack is pretty fucking good. I was looking at this in Alomomola, and I have Alomomola in my other league. So I was like, you know what, we're going Vaporeon. It's the other fat water type that passes Wishes, and it doesn't have Regenerator, but it does get Baton Pass, which is fucking fine with me. So, and also, the thing about Alomomola is, it doesn't, like, it's easy to just set up a sub versus it and then start setting up with whatever, because it's fucking has no offensive pressure whatsoever. So that thing it's kind of setup fodder, so you're gonna have to like wish and then get the fuck out of there, but we'll see. So Vaporeon, like we were saying, its defense isn't that great, but its HP is fucking massive, as well as its decent special defense. So you kind of have to just invest defensively if you're trying to live defensive hits every time, but it's a good ass Pokemon. It really is. And like I said, 110 base special attack, that's decent. For a defensive Pokemon, that is a decent fucking special attack stat. Scald, best move in the game, arguably, so that's always nice to spam. And I've used a Vaporeon before, and I like it. He's a good boy. So he's a water fish. That's all he is. He's just a little water pupper. Look at him. So next, we got ahead, and this was one thing that I did want from the beginning that I was very happy that I got, even though I don't know how well it fits the team, but I just love having this Pokemon, especially on Wi-Fi. So we got Scoot back again once again. Speed tier that it hits is so great that it just makes me so happy to use it, because it's just so fast. You never have to run like max speed on this thing unless the person has an Aerodactyl or some shit, or a Coco. So it's a lot of fun to just be able to like run Modest, or have a crazy, way more defensive than necessary spread, just because like their fastest thing is like base 110 or some shit, So obviously Scoot's coverage isn't the greatest. It gets thunders. It gets Thunderbolt and Grass or Electric Stab. I just can't fucking talk. I'm sorry. But then it also gets stuff like Shadow Ball. Obviously Hidden Power is going to be your best friend on a Pokemon like this, and Synchronoise is something that Jolteon gets. If you remember that, shout outs to you. So we'll see if we can find some. We'll see if we can find some room in the move slot for that. But I love Jolteon. He's so fast. 110 base special attack. The rest of his stats aren't really great. The Spadef isn't bad though. So he can live a Spadef hit if he needs to. He can. He's one of the fastest fucking Volt Switchers around. So he's a very good boy. We got Water Pupper and Electric Pupper, so we got the whole fucking EV. It's like 1,000 points on Showdown right now. We got the whole fucking EV squad. So next, I was going to get Superior. I was talking to JB and Austin, and I mentioned, obviously my boy, fucking Superior was in there, and JB had mentioned that he had changed around his plans a little bit and wanted that, so I was like, God damn it, I guess I'll get a fucking Kartana again, and that's just fine, because I love Kartana. Man, Kartana is such a good mon, and I did give it its Z-move capabilities, so if I click that Z-move with 181 attack, that's basically a motherfucking beast boost just waiting to happen, honestly. Like, Kartana's such a good mon, man. So, another excellent Scarfer. That's another kind of theme on here, is we're going to see a lot of excellent Scarfers. So, Z-move capabilities plus 109 base speed, 181 attack, and 131 defense. Especially, it ain't doing jack diddly dick. The joke I like to make over and over again that no one else seems to like is Kartana dies to HP poison. And every time I say that, somebody's like, hey, wait a minute, Kartana is steel type, it don't die to poison. And it's like, but that's the joke. Sorry. So, Kartana, another one of my favorite Pokemon, named Akame from Akame Got Kill. That is who's on my mouse pad here, and there may or may not be titties on it. I don't know. But, it gets decent coverage. With Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, it got knockoff, which was extremely helpful because it does get some random, like, you know, Psycho Cut and Night Slash, shit like that. But basically, most of the time, you're probably going to be running Grass Stab plus Sacred Sword, Smart Strike, which it should get Iron Head, it really should, but oh well. And it's Kartana, man. It's going to get a beast boost. You can run Timid if you're a man, and you can really put in some work. I don't have anything else to say, but I don't want to be done looking at Kartana yet, because it's such a cool Pokemon. It's just yellow and yeah, it's gonna be shiny too. Oof. So next, we went ahead and picked up Silvally. I love Silvally. It is one of the best ways to tie a team together, because like this was kind of just me trying to pick up the broken pieces of the original team that I wanted. So Silvally just fills that hole. At this point, I didn't have a fire type, and I was looking at a fire type, and I didn't really see any that I liked. So I was like, fuck it. All else fails, I'll just bring Silvally Fire every week and hope for the best. So, Silvally is it's a solid Pokemon, man. It gets a really good move pool. Base 95 stats all around are not bad. Another Defogger, which is clean. Also, Kartana, obviously, is a Defogger. And we got a Spinner in Excadrill. So, our hazard removal isn't looking terrible. Isn't looking terrible at all. It just, Parting Shot is one of my favorite moves to use. It's such good momentum. And lowering those stats for Pokemon like Excadrill, fucking Mega Glade, Kartana, all that stuff appreciates having an easy setup target. So Parting Shot into those is going to be great. Now, obviously you do kind of reveal your item by what plate you use, but it's kind of fucked up that on on Wi-Fi you can't see what type it is. It just shows up as the base form. It just so you can hide what type it is until it hits the field. So that's something that is a really annoying concept, honestly. I think that shouldn't be. It should at least show you the color so you have a chance to figure it out, but it doesn't, and that's gonna suck. So I believe Silvally gets access to stuff like Swords Dance and whatnot. I said I wasn't gonna go through this, but I'm gonna, because I know fucking Type Null. Yeah, so we get Swords Dance, you can do stuff like that. I was about to say, I know Type Null gets it, so it better fucking get it. But I don't know, man. It's Silvally. It's whatever you need it to be. It can kind of just slap on a type that resists a bunch of stuff on your opponent's team. You run Bolt Beam coverage and Parting Shot, and you fucking win. So GG. GG, it's great value. So this next pick was kind of funny because I was never planning on drafting this, but when it came down to it, I needed a tier 2, and I already had Excadrill, so I said, fuck it. We're getting Hippo. That's not his name. I was trying to think of names for it, and I couldn't think of anything. So we went with Big Doinks. What the fuck? Big Doings. And we're gonna leave it like that because it's all, yeah. But fucking Hippowdon. We were lacking a little bit of bulk on the team. I know we just picked up fucking Vaporeon as well as Silvally, but I wanted a good old-fashioned defensive wall that wasn't my bulky water. So we got Hippo here. This does take some of the pressure off of Vaporeon, although we already do have 2 electric immunities. But when you have a fucking Vaporeon, you're gonna want as many immunities as you can get. So, like I said, we got Hippo. Its first 3 stats are all really impressive, and then the next 3 are kind of just meh. But it's got a really good HP stat, so you don't even really have to invest in it defensively. It can all go to Spadef. It's like the opposite of what was it? It's like the opposite of Vaporeon, basically. It's just got such good fucking HP and regular defense. You hardly ever have to invest in that. So it's another rock setter, which is great. It takes a lot of pressure off Excadrill for rock setters, although this does start adding a bit of a grass weakness, but I think we'll get a solid fire type, and then hopefully between Kartana, Silvally if necessary, and our young dragon and whatnot over here, then it'll be okay. But Hippo is just, it gives us sand, you know, so if we want to, we can run sand sweeping Excadrill, which is, I don't really like sand, like as a playstyle. It's not really my kind of playstyle, but we've been branching out a lot lately, and it seems like something that'd be fun to try. I was going to get Gigalith, but then I only had so many free picks left, and I needed certain stuff in certain tiers, so fuck it, I needed a tier 2, and Gigalith was a tier 4, which I had taken Silvally, so fuck it. And it's a Hippo, you know? It's gonna be the black one. I don't like this one. It's gotta be the black one. That one looks badass. That's big doinks. But yeah, I've never used Hippo before. It's a bulky motherfucker, and it's gonna be a lot of fun to use, I think. So next, I needed webs. Tapu Lele plus Mega fucking Gallade and webs just sounded amazing, as well as Kartana too. So I went ahead and picked up Slurpuff. Now Slurpuff is cool because not only does it set webs, but it also can do that funky fresh. I just said funky fresh. What the hell's wrong with me? The Calm Mindset is pretty fucking wacky with Unburden. It's not gonna be great, but it's really funny if you can get it to work. And I've seen a couple people do it. It looks like a lot of fun. We're trying that. We're probably trying that. It's a Mine, another one from a Kame Ga Kill. I figured if we got what was it? Lele and I don't have my contacts in, so it's a little hard to see. But we got Lele and Rory, so I figured we would stick Mine and a Kame together as well. And then obviously you get the Belly Drum set, which is just amazing. It's a decently bulky Pokemon, so it's pretty much going to eat any hit whatsoever with your Citrus Berry and shit. So it takes some damage, you Belly Drum up, you're fast as fuck. I have Psychic Terrain, so Belly Drum sweepers like this are going to be amazing. And yeah, its coverage is kind of booty cheeks, but you really only need like Sticky Web, Play Rough, Drain Punch, and like either Return or Sticky Web every time too. So we'll see how that goes. I've never used Slurpuff. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. It's another fairy type, which is never bad. I'll hog a fairy or two if I need to. And we have one Mon left. So as you've noticed, we don't have a fire type yet. We've completed all our other cores on my little checklist. I think I've covered just about everything. Both cores, decent speed tiers. We got a bulky water. We got hazards with hazard removal. We don't have spikes this time, which I usually like to get, but we got sniped so much that I've stopped fucking caring, honestly. And then last, and don't hate me for this nickname, please, it is, we got Pyroar, and this is going to be another Z move user. Yes, it says 3.1 Roar, and I know, I was talking to Pat, and I was like, I thought of a name, I was like, I need help thinking of names. Like, I thought of one, but I'm going to hate myself if I use it, and he said it actually made him audibly laugh or some shit like that, so I was like, god damn it, I guess we'll use it. But Pyroar here is a fucking threat in NU, and it looked like a lot of fun to use. So, with a speed tier of 106, it's a little bit faster than Delphox, which was another mon I had considered taking, but with 2 psychic types already, it seemed like a bit much. I wasn't trying to get, you know, swept by a ghost of some sort. But yeah, 109 base special attack coupled with the Z move is going to be amazing. It is our second Unnerve mon, so no fucking resist berries allowed. No annoying abilities with 2 mold breaker mons, and no resist berries because 2 Unnerve mons. So it also gets Moxie, which we'll probably never use, but if we do want to go for a nice physical Pyroar, we can get ourselves a Moxie boost. 86 HP is a little more than I expected. Like, its defenses are kind of trash, but with 86 HP, it might live a hit or two. And then 109 base special attack is clean, so he gets, you know, fire moves, dark coverage, hyper voice. Move pool isn't great, but it'll do what it needs to do, I think. And that's the draft. So hopefully everyone is nice and hyped up for this. I am. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We got a bunch of our boys in here. We got Austin and Dai and JB, and I think those are most of our fucking friends in there. But it'll be a lot of fun, man. It'll be some good times. So with that, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't yet. Go ahead and join that PCL Discord. Get in there and get that Dallas Starmies roll for your boy. Let me see your support, and maybe I'll do better in the season. Knowing it's like a spirit bomb, you know, I need your energy. So help your boy out. Anyways, go ahead and like, go ahead and subscribe, do all that bullshit, and I'll see you guys for week 1. Bye forever.